Hi, everyone. My name is Purandev. I am the vision keeper and the creatrix of the Red Thread, which is a monthly virtual women's circle that is held in Mary Magdalene's lineage. And today I wanted to talk about and offer an activation of the Eye of Horus. And so I wanted to kind of talk about this collective process of purging that I feel that many of us are going through at this time, both individually and collectively. So there is a alchemical process happening for many of us right now. And maybe you have felt it in your own life. Maybe you are alchemizing stuff internally right now. So it could be you're shedding old skin. Maybe you're releasing old attachments or old identities to who you were or who you thought you were. Or maybe it's happening more externally in your life right now. So maybe you're alchemizing and releasing old relationships, or maybe you're shifting into a new career or stepping deeper into your purpose. And maybe it's happening on both levels for you. That's okay too. Um, so really what is happening for many of us right now, and what I think is going to continue to happen for many of us, is a shedding and a releasing of old wounds, and specifically a shedding and releasing of distorted ways of how we view ourselves. So many of us who are either on the priestess path, as Mary Magdalene was, many of us who are identify as shamans or witches or empaths, um, have been indoctrinated really since we were quite young into this belief system, into the belief that there is something inherently wrong with us, that there is something inherently and innately flawed about who we are. I know I certainly felt this way when I was growing up. And right now, so many of us are being called to alchemize and release these old, outdated stories that we have about who we are that are either limiting in nature or that just keep us small, and they prevent us from stepping deeper into sharing our voice, sharing our gifts, and really stepping into our divine purpose in this lifetime, which so many of us came here with a role to play in the awakening of humanity, and specifically in this lineage, in the awakening and the empowerment of the divine feminine, which has been radically suppressed on our planet for a very long time. So I am going to offer today a transmission and an activation of the Eye of Horus within you. So the Eye of Horus is an ancient Egyptian symbol. Um, Horus was the son of Isis and Osiris. And when we activate the Eye of Horus within us, we are able to see ourselves clearly without distortion. We're able to see our light. We're able to see our divinity. We're able to see our gifts without feeling like we need to apologize for them or make ourselves smaller, without any distortion. And it's not an inflation of the ego, right? To see ourselves clearly. It's just seeing the truth. So we're not talking about making the ego bigger here or smaller. We're actually taking the ego out of the picture, really, because when we see through the Eye of Horus, you're seeing through the eyes of your higher self, which is the part of you that is omniscient, which is the part of you that is divine, which is the part of you that is all-knowing. And so this part of you knows the truth of who you really are. And so many of the masters that we mentor with, and I know that I deeply respect, like Mary Magdalene and Jesus, um, were able to see themselves clearly, were able to walk with an awareness of their divinity in this world. And so I'm going to offer this activation today with Isis and Mary Magdalene. It is totally okay if you've never worked with either of them before. Just know that they are very loving guides and ascended masters who are here to support you and really all of us on our journey of awakening. And so I'm going to invite you to get comfortable for this activation. You're welcome to lie down if your body would like to lay down today, or you're welcome to stay sitting up, however you feel comfortable. And I'm going to take a minute to get some music playing for us. Moment. You're aware. Let's take 3 rounds of practice. And over the go through that again. Central. Exhale and breathe out. Rounds of breath here. With every inhalation, feel yourself drop deeper into the present moment, just you are right now, and welcoming all aspects of how you are in this present moment. Everything and every part of you is welcome here, just as you are. With every exhale, I'm going to invite you to let go. For this moment or early, and then dropping You're going to invoke the presence of Isis and Mary Magdalene to be here with us. So, again, it's okay if you've never worked with them before. They're so happy to be here with you now. So Isis is stepping forward at your feet. And she is placing both of her hands on your feet right now. Yeah, and she's saying that she's going to really, okay, so she's offering some support to really ground you and just set the foundation for this clearing and this activation that you're about to receive today. Okay, and she's also opening up your feet chakras, the chakras in your feet, as well as your Earth Star chakra. You're just feeling the presence of Isis with her hands on your feet, so loving you here, supporting you, grounding you. And Mary Magdalene is coming to the crown of your head. Coming to the crown of your head. And she's placing both of her hands onto your head. And she's saying that she is initiating a clearing process here for you. A clearing, almost like a decluttering of old stories and old, outdated, limiting beliefs about who you are. And so you may feel a tingling in your crown chakra here. You may feel a warmth. But just know that Mary Magdalene's hands are on your head here, on your crown chakra, and she's clearing out a lot of old stories, whether they're conscious or subconscious. And she's saying, okay, so just continue to breathe here as this clearing process is initiated. And what I'm hearing is this clearing process will continue well after you receive this activation in this video today. Good, so just breathe in here. All you have to do is soften, allow, and relax. There's nothing you need to control. There's nothing you need to figure out. Okay, that's the other thing Mary Magdalene is saying, that this clearing is supporting you and letting go of those places in your mind where you are gripping and trying to hold on. Okay, so Mary Magdalene is saying it's safe for you to surrender into this process of alchemy. It is safe for you to surrender into this process of alchemy. It is safe for you to surrender into this process of alchemy. You don't need to have it all figured out. You don't need to have all the answers. Alchemy is what the masters, especially Isis and Mary Magdalene and Jesus, embodied and exemplified in their lifetime. They alchemized the old parts of their own consciousness and then resurrected them. And that is what we're doing here today with these amazing ascended masters, divine feminine ascended masters as our guide. So just taking one more breath here, feeling the love and support of Mary Magdalene and Isis right here with you. How deeply supported you are in this process of alchemy. And we're just saying it's safe to relax. Sometimes the process of alchemy can be very intense. It can feel really overwhelming at times. And so just normalizing that. Again, just reminding you how safe and supported you are in this process of alchemy today. So Isis is stepping forward now. She's holding both of her hands out to you. And she is saying that she would like to take you to the temple of Isis to receive the activation of the Eye of Horus. So if you're ready and willing to receive this activation from Isis today, just say silently or aloud. As soon as you say yes, Isis is going to take you up on her wings, her beautiful golden wings, up out of this three-dimensional reality, up into the fourth plane of existence, higher and higher, on her wings of light into the fifth plane, higher and higher, feeling so safe on the wings of Isis, up into the sixth plane, all the way up into the seventh plane, of pure source consciousness and light, where only divine truth and divine love exist. And in this place, you are welcomed into the temple of light. So take a moment here to use your five senses to really engage in this temple. So without force, but just allowing it to unfold. Notice what you see here in the temple of Isis today. Do you see beautiful columns of gold, hieroglyphics etched into the walls? Do you see crystals of tourmaline or obsidian or lapis or quartz? Do you see the temple walls maybe the stone floor, maybe windows. What do you hear in this temple of Isis? It is so ancient and yet so familiar to your soul. You hear the sound of mantras being chanted, of your name being chanted. You hear the sound of birds or water in this temple. Can you smell the scent of rose or frankincense and allow that scent to anoint your awareness? Can you reach out and touch a crystal? Does it feel cool to your touch? Can you feel the coolness of the floor, the temple floor on your bare feet? Just take a moment to really orient yourself through your 5 senses to this temple with Isis. Now, Isis is inviting you deeper into the temple. She's asking if you are ready to truly clear old stories, old belief systems, just old distorted views about who you are, so that you can more deeply step into your power and your divine purpose in this lifetime. You are ready to clear that. Just say silently or aloud. And Isis is going to invite you to lie down in the sarcophagus. And this is a beautiful sarcophagus. Golden, it's inscribed with ancient Egyptian hieroglyphics. You're just laying down in the sarcophagus. And Isis is inviting you to begin to shake your body now. So begin to shake your arms, shake your hands, shake your legs and your feet. Really vigorously here. Just start to shake, shake, shake. Like you were literally a serpent, shedding, shaking off your old skin. Take some deep breaths while you're shaking here. So it's really powerful. It's really important to move the body to initiate this process of alchemy. So breathe deeply as you shake, shake, shake. Shake off the imprints of these old stories that are holding you back, that maybe have been holding you back for lifetimes. It is time for us to let this go. Keep shaking, keep breathing. You can even begin to slough off. So take your hand and just begin like you were just wiping off an old skin, an old serpent skin. Just start to slough off on your legs, your arms, wherever you feel called on your body. So really closing your eyes and just intuiting where your body wants to let go. Maybe it's your heart, maybe your throat. So many of us have old stories that keep our throat chakras blocked. Maybe it's your womb space, your legs. Just sloughing off that old skin. Letting it go. Go down to your shins, your feet. Keep going, don't stop. Yeah, keep breathing, keep shaking, keep shedding that old skin physically, on the physical level. You know that's connected to what's happening internally. Okay, good. And then bring that to a close. I'm going to run some clearings, and I'm going to use a clearing statement from Access Consciousness that's going to clear this energy for us individually and collectively. So anywhere where you cannot see yourself clearly for who you really are, we uncreate and destroy all that now. Good and bad, right and wrong, on top all 9 scriptures. That's a beyond. Anywhere where you feel like it's not safe for you to see your divinity clearly, and we uncreate and destroy all that now. Good and bad, right and wrong. And anywhere where you feel like you need to apologize for the truth of who you are. Can we uncreate and destroy all of that now? Good and bad, right and wrong, pot and pock, all nine shorts, goes, co-reds and beyond. And just taking a moment here to feel the space that you've created internally within yourself. And taking a moment now to rise out of the sarcophagus. And just repeating this key code phrase after me. So a key code phrase is a phrase given to us by the Ascended Masters that helps to anchor and integrate the energy within you through speaking these words aloud. So you can say aloud after me, I now allow myself to clearly see the divinity that I am. Isis is stepping forward in front of you. Oh, she's so beautiful with her long black hair, and she's smiling at you so wide. She is so proud of you for this journey that you've been on. And she's reaching out to lightly touch and anoint your third eye. You might feel a warmth or a tingling here, and as soon as she touches your third eye, the Eye of Horus opens within you. And you can see a mirror in front of you now, a beautiful mirror. And Isis is telling you this is a mirror of truth. When you look into this mirror, it will only reflect back to you the truth of who you are. And so Isis is inviting you now to look into this mirror and to see yourself clearly, without distortion, beyond the ego. See yourself through the eyes of Horus, through the eyes of your higher self. And so we're going to take a moment to do that now. Notice what you see in the mirror without judgment. Just allow it to unfold. Bring this image in. Notice what you're wearing. Notice how you look in the mirror, how you feel in the mirror. Notice what this mirror of truth is showing you about yourself that maybe you couldn't see before. Take a deep breath in through your nose. A deep breath out through your mouth. Isis is on your left side. Mary Magdalene's on your right side. And as you watch, this mirror begins to shrink, become smaller and smaller until it lands right in your heart chakra. And it starts to go into your body and lands so deeply in your bones that there is no longer any way you can deny the truth of your divinity, the truth of your power, the truth of your gifts, and the truth of why you are here on this planet at this time, why your soul chose to incarnate now. And Isis and Mary Magdalene are so proud of you. They're smiling at you from ear to ear. Mary Magdalene is handing you a rose to honor you, to celebrate you. And so just notice the color of that rose. And they're saying that you're welcome here anytime. They're saying anytime you forget temporarily to see yourself through the eyes of the Horus within you, that you can call upon them and they will support you until you remember again. And so we're going to close this activation and the ceremonial space by thanking Isis and Mary Magdalene, as well as thanking your own higher self who guided you to receive this activation today. And so we'll thank Ascended Masters and the light of your own higher self. And say it is done. So it is. And so just gently taking your time to come back to a comfortable seat if you were lying down, or to open your eyes and becoming present to the room around you and to your breath and your body. I just want to say thank you so much for joining me on this activation and this meditation today. Again, my name is Purandev Kaur, and if you enjoyed this transmission from Mary Magdalene and Isis, I invite you to join us in the Red Thread, which is a monthly virtual sister circle that I lead. And you can find more information in the comments section in this video. Thank you, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.